to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will kick it away first. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they'll...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Takes it the other way.
You know, you would have thought that after having 3 interceptions in their last game, the quarterback would absolutely never throw this guy's way. But here we are. We're in the first drive, and they're trying to be aggressive, and they're attacking one of their best players defensively, and he makes them pay. 4 picks in 2 games. We got to be talking about this guy for the Heisman, right?
They'll run it from the gun. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dawg! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Finds his man. It's Sategna. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on them.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no...
Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Open space at the 25. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
The give to the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The toss to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Looking for a huge play. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. And couldn't come up with a completion on third down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Running back searching for a hole.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. There he goes! Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Ready to go on offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Grabbed behind the line, it's up. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
3rd and short from the 22 as the field goal unit fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Georgia!
And This crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Sam Houston. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. To the air. It's Mateer. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. Jumped on top of the pile.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Caught near the sticks. It's Sategna. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Here comes the heat. Going for the big play. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Grab behind the line. It's Branch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Got a man. It's Branch. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Handoff to the single back. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Looking for the score. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown Sooners.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
He's looking to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll try the run. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Finds the tight end. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side of the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
To the air, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first,
turning it on, ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
and quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Sooners look to do some damage in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it, first down and more. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. To the air, it's Mateer. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak, it looked like it was ugly, but now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Looking for space, it's McCray. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. He's now up to 66 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's fourth down.
It's now 4th and goal.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On the move. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. Fourth down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. And his throw is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking downfield, it's Batir. The short hands, it's Gibson. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Using his feet. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Grab near the marker. It's Sategna.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming in this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
42, Spider.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and goal, and I like the play call. You're trying to run it in. You expect to be physical, but this offensive line just not getting the job done. They need more push.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And despite the missed field goal, guys, there's a bright side. They're still up by 16. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in 2 minutes.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Out of the gun, the inside give.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Second down, he'll throw it. A shot toward the end zone. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games, and that guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later. And
there he goes. Oh, what a caught. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Sooners in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Pulls it in. It's Burks. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The Sooners are on the move. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Bringing the heat. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. He picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Sam Houston. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got a man. It's Sategna. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads.
Trying to beat the D deep. Got it! And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
42, Oklahoma, 18.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Catches it inside his 20, chance to really gain some ground. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. At the 35, he's loose. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. It's a reverse. Hard running there. He's got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in it. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to throw. It's Mateer. He wants a big play here late. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
To the air on second down. Keeps looking downfield. He's taking the deep shot. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing right down the middle. Got him downfield. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
To the air, it's Mateer. Under fire. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending